ha mo betsa o emeletse a mo lata episode ya bofelo a mo feleletsa you find it on your own, you messy wa kutiwa mawaragaraga mautaraga mo moeng na mo tupa a mo trape Maria o ntseng stress the guluva of the show kapatia of this show Slindling Group. Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we are doing something different. We are doing a review of episode 12, which is going to be the pivotal point of this entire video, but I will also touch on just the characteristics of the different cast members. I feel like Real Housewives of Durban is competing with Real Housewives of Lagos. Real Housewives of Lagos is the best. Crazy women, the worst, craziest drama. They say the most craziest things. You have your drink, I have mine, because I feel like we're gonna need it. Let us talk about Amy. Amy, I've loved her personality from the word go. I feel like she's such an unproblematic woman. She has this, I don't know, she has this grace about her. Like, she's, first of all, she's a girl's girl, and second of all, her demeanor, I just love how she carries herself. And I actually watched her interview. One of the podcasts on YouTube hosted her, and I got to know her a little bit more, and I really like the type of person that she is, and I feel like her character has been consistent from episode 1 till episode 12. I really love her. And with regards to the hijacking story, I personally feel like people are so insensitive to think that she lied. People that feel like Amy lied about the hijacking story are very much insensitive, because I just want to understand, why would someone fake that, and why would someone speak about something so deep? It's such a deep, sensitive topic, and the fact that it includes her children, I don't think, seeing from the type of person that she is, from the podcast and also in the Real Housewives of Durban episodes, I can't match her with someone who would just lie about being hijacked, you know. And she did explain her story. It's inhumane for someone to think that she would lie about something like that. You know, people tend to complain about the fact that some individuals don't bring drama to the show, you know. And I totally get that, because the whole point of these things is to create drama and to increase viewership, and the only way to increase viewership is for the show to be embodied with dramaticness, right? And personally, I feel like with Amy, there wasn't any drama that she came onto the show about, but I'm also appreciating the fact that I feel like she doesn't need to try too hard to bring drama, you know. She doesn't go out of her way to create clout. So I really appreciate the fact that I feel like she's herself on and off of screen. So yeah, I really like Amy. As you can tell, she's an amazing person, and I do hope that she comes back. I think she brings a very matured element to the show, and she also showed us that genuine friendships can emerge from the show, considering the fact that she has built a genuine friendship with Sorisha, Slee, and Angela. And then the second person that I want to talk about is Maria. I don't want to say I don't like her, but I don't, you know. I don't like her from what I get from the show, not as a person obviously, but from the show. I honestly don't like the character that she is, and I feel like she tends to always say that she's matured and she's this, but actions speak louder than words. She doesn't come across to me as someone who's matured, and I don't know, I just feel like she tries so hard to fit in with Jojo and Nonku, and Jojo and Nonku are an established duo. Their friendship is genuine, and they have built so much in terms of their friendship that if you were to come into their friendship, it would be very difficult for you to equally blend in, because we can't ignore the fact that we know how a friendship in by two, you're gonna feel like an outcast, because these people share more than you'll ever know, because they've been in the friendship for longer and they are the closest. So I just feel like Maria will find her, if she does come back, she will find herself in a position whereby she sees that it's not worth it to try and be friends with Nonku and Jojo to form Jokuma, because for the reasons that I've stated previously. So I feel like it's not going to end well. And Maria for me is a bit two-sided, because initially she was very close with Sorisha, Slee and Annie. Now she's no longer close with them, she's on the other group. Like, she always feels the need to try to fit in, and that's something that Slee has raised previously, to say that, Maria, I don't mind if you are friends with Nonku and Jojo, but it's possible for you to also be friends with me. You do not have to choose a side. I mean, yes, fine, you can be on their side, but you don't have to cut all ties with us and delete our friendship just because you're friends with Nonku and Jojo. We can be matured enough as adults to be in different friendship groups but still maintain a friendship, So I just feel like it's giving very high school. It's giving not immature, as you say you are matured. But I don't know. When it comes to Maria, I find myself very unsure of her character, And then one thing that also arose in the last episode 12, was when Sorisha was asking Maria about the Neil situation, the fact that she doesn't feel rather safe or comfortable around Neil because of what has happened previously between the two of them. Now, what I think Sorisha made a mistake on is the fact that I feel like she has this expectation of Maria must now kind of delete Neil out of her life, or Neil must, I don't know. But I also understand, because now if I'm not comfortable with someone and you're my friend, why are you bringing that person around me? But it's also that that means Neil must now not be part of the show, because Sorisha feels some type of way. Neil needs to get his bag, so it's a bit of a tricky situation, because there's a bit of a fine line between Maria having to protect Sorisha from the Neil situation by not bringing Neil to the show, by bringing Neil to the show or around Sorisha, because Sorisha is the show, she's part of the show. And the fact that now, Sorisha, you can't expect Maria to not be friends with Neil just because you are not comfortable with Neil. It's tricky, but what I found contradictory was Maria saying that, Sorisha, there's no need for you to tell me about your situation with Neil, speak to Neil about it. Then on the table, now you are the one bringing it up, Tabayan Neil, and saying that you have receipts. And you know what, she thought she ate. She thought she was coming with receipts, but because there's like Maria kills me so much. Maria. And there's also one thing that annoys me about Maria, is the fact that when there is conflict between two people, it doesn't matter whether it concerns her or not, she will chip in. And that is just, for me, it comes out as someone who seeks desperation so much, and she wants to be noticed so much, that every opportunity for her to come out and say, I have an opinion on this, she takes it. I don't know, man. Like, it's giving desperate. I think that's why people are finding it so difficult to digest her as a person, because every opportunity that there is, you want to jump, you want to have an opinion. We think peace, basically. But Maria needs to calm down, and I don't know. I just feel like she hasn't really found herself. She hasn't really found her voice, so she's just everywhere. And it's very evident also in how she doubles and dabbles in and out of different groups. And also, when I say that she's going to find it difficult to maintain a friendship with Jojo and Nonku, is because Sorisha did say that Maria said Nonku is like a weed in Jojo's life. In essence, saying that she could like Jojo that image that's not nice about her. And the girl denied it. she denied it. And one thing about production, they showed us that scene where Maria said, I agree that Jojo is like a weed in, Nonku is like a weed in Jojo's life. So they are going to find out, and I'm very eager to see what's going to happen next week when Nonku actually finds out that Jojo did, Maria did actually say that. So Maria, I don't think she's genuine with Jojo and Nonku. I think it's just that desperation of wanting to fit in, and it's much more easier to blend in with these two than it is to blend with Sorisha, Slee, blah blah blah, because I feel like with Sorisha's team they can see right through her. So that is why it's easier for her to go to Nonku and Jojo's side. And one thing that I also didn't appreciate about Maria is the comment that she made about Sorisha's marriage, basically saying that Sorisha is a side piece and that she's not the main wife. Yeah, Vivian, that was kind of hectic. And you know what, in that moment when she said it, Maria will come with a jab thinking it's a jab, but it doesn't land. I don't know what it is. I think if you are not your true self, people will struggle to get you. Do you understand? So I feel like that is where she's at. She's trying so hard to come at people, to try and I don't know, just make her point, in like when it is passive aggressiveness with her, which is, yeah, Maria unzinga stress. As you can see, I'm struggling to find words to describe this girl. Unzinga stress, honestly speaking. And also, I remember when Maria was introduced to the show, she spoke about the fact that Sorisha doesn't acknowledge her, she doesn't see her, and it was also given desperate. From the get-go, Maria was given desperate. And Sorisha clarified it to her to say, but and we also didn't have like moments where I could get to know you, we didn't have that opportunity to get to know each other. So it was always a point whereby when we meet in a group and blah blah blah. So she wanted to be recognized for Sorisha so bad. Now she feels so so strong in herself now because she feels like she can stand up to Sorisha. And I think she is actually showing her true colors. From the get-go, she didn't like Sorisha, she was intimidated by Sorisha, and now because she's on the other team, we could to come at Sorisha. The next cast member is Zama. Zama, for me, I'm not going to lie, I have never liked Zama. I feel like Zama is someone that I wouldn't trust. If I had someone like Zama in my life, immediately my walls are up. I wouldn't trust Zama. There's moments where Zama has lied. There was a time when there was a dinner situation with the ladies, and she said that she had fixed things with Amy with regards to the hijacking story, which is a lie, because she did not do that. And I don't know, like, she came to the show with this thing, she's better than everyone, and it's like, okay, but why are you on the show? The only reason that I'm left with is the fact that you are here for the bag. Do you understand? But you're here for the bag, but how about you, and you dislike people and you are above people and you think you're better than people, which is crazy business. Because if you feel that way about it, clearly you are here for the bag, you need the bag. So yeah, Nonku also raised the fact that she doesn't feel secured with Zama and she's not comfortable, and she's just and I totally get it, because that's exactly how I feel as well. With regards to the hijacking story as well, I find her very cold. Zama is such a cold character to me. The fact that there's an audio where she actually speaks about the hijacking issue, saying that Amy lied, and she still, when she was with who's this girl, Maria, she said that she didn't say that and that she will never apologize. She didn't say anything about the kids and stuff like that. For me, I don't know, people need to be careful of Zama. Even her new group of friends needs to be very careful with her, because I just feel like Zama doesn't care about anyone and she can stab anyone. Even when, remember there was a scene whereby they were in the pool, I think it was episode 11, they were in the pool and they had said with her friends that they're not gonna come to, they're all gonna come to who's thingy, to Slee's fashion show, whatever events, and she didn't come, and she blatantly told the group that she had more important things to do. That was her family, and Nonku kept saying that, but you didn't communicate that with us. The last time we spoke, you agreed. So I just feel like Zama is just on, like, she's just looking out for herself, and she doesn't want to create genuine friendships with people. Yeah, I don't know, man. Zama is loyal to herself. And also, I feel like when there was a time where she had a meeting with Soresha to talk about their friendship and stuff like that, because it seems as though they've been friends before the show. And in that scene, I felt like she lacked so much emotion. Soresha came at her so vulnerable and really genuinely willing to sort things out between the two of them. But she was just like, you know what, I'm done, I'm cutting you off. And I feel like when you're an adult, at least that's what I've learned so far, is that you cannot have pride when it comes to friendships, especially when people are genuine with you. I mean, you obviously cannot fully tell, but I just feel like from how a person approaches you and their energy, you can distinguish if they are genuine or not. And Soresha was so genuine and so concerned about the state of their friendship, but she just didn't care, and she was just like, you know what, I'm cutting you off, we are done, closing. Like, she always likes to say that, I'm closing you off, we are done, I'm never opening the door, cut. That's very toxic. It's a very toxic mentality to have. When every person, it's cut, we are done. It's very, very toxic to have that mentality. And I used to be like that, and I had to like because you will lose good people with that mentality. People do mistakes. People are human. We are all human, you know. So yeah, she needs to calm down. Also, Nonku has always had this, like, she's always had this uncomfortability with Zama, you know, and I like that about her, and I like the fact that she keeps bringing it up. There was also a time whereby she was having a meeting with Zama. It was in the early episodes where she was confronting Zama of the angel issue. Was it the angel or the Amy? I think it was the Amy issue, you know, saying that she's a bit insensitive, blah blah blah. And Zama was just like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. Are you here to get to know me, or are you here to ask me about other people? For me, Zama is so cold. She's so hard to get by, and she's so, like, she has a very toxic mentality. Yeah, it's so disappointing. And also, when she was judging, in the last episode, she was judging Soresha of her Kushi gifts, saying that there's nothing, like, it's not a big deal. But you're the same person who took people to, was it Tiger's Milk or Rockets? I think it was Rockets. You took people to a restaurant for your 40th birthday. Was it a 40th birthday? We don't know. I feel like if you've done that, then you can't comment on that, on the fact that Soresha gifted people Gucci. That's a big deal. And then with Soresha, I do believe that there's moments where Soresha has been a bit shady, and she has had her instigator moments. And for me, honestly, the show is about drama, and that is what we expect. I'm not someone who will complain too much about what people are doing, because especially when it comes to these shows, because I feel like that's the whole essence of these shows, for drama. But I don't believe in being vile, you know. I don't believe in being vile in order to bring about drama, you know. So with Soresha, I feel like it's harmless instigator moments. But yeah, I personally love Soresha. She's always been matured from the get-go, and what I appreciate so much about that lady is the fact that whenever she has a problem with someone, she's not going to be afraid to address it. If it's in front of people, she'll do it. She won't go behind someone and speak ill of that person. She will call you to her house or to a restaurant, and you guys will discuss it. Or if she feels in that particular moment that she needs to address it in front of the group, she will do that. She doesn't have any snake tendencies, you know, to go behind people's backs and discuss them. And I feel like she's so blunt and she faces people head on, which I really appreciate about the character. And I also like her friendship with Slee. A lot of people are saying that Slee is befriending Soresha because of Soresha is rich and all of that. I feel like that's so shallow-minded to think like that. Soresha and Slee's friendship for me comes across very genuine, and they are level-headed. They are both level-headed, and that's why they can relate so much. And they are matured, you know. So I do believe that their friendship is genuine, and I do believe that their friendship will last long, and I do believe that their friendship will never be shaken by anything, because I feel like they are matured enough to sit down and handle issues. And also Soresha in the last episodes mentioned the fact that she has been borrowing Nonku money and having to rope Viv in to assist with that, which was a crazy thing, because Nonku is the same person who said Slee does not have money, Slee is struggling, but you are also someone who faces financial issues or financial challenges. It's very rich coming from you. But anyway, we'll touch on Nonku. When I said Soresha also has had her instigator moment was when she brought Mabusi to Angela's event, knowing very well where Jojo and Mabusi stand. That was a bit instigator. She could have, I don't know, but I just feel like she could have spoken to Jojo first and hear what Jojo thinks about the situation. If Jojo would like to meet Mabusi and they sort their issues out, for her to just surprise Jojo like that and bring Mabusi to the event, I don't appreciate that. But yeah, all in all, I do like Soresha. I don't like her because she has money. I like her because she's level-headed, she's matured. The next one is Angela. I love Angela's personality. She's hilarious, funny to the core, and I love her confessionals. Like, Angela's crazy, and I love the kind of crazy that she is. But one thing that I have a bit of a problem with is she can lie. You know, she lies here and there, especially with the witch situation when she told Nonku and her friends that what Slee was doing in her room was giving witchcrafty, and then now she says that she didn't say it. But then I appreciate the fact that she then went back to Slee and admitted that she did say it. So she has this tendency of saying things and then taking back what she said. And also she does have a problem of just speaking things, you know. And she did also admit to say that, yes, I do have moments where I say certain things without thinking. But I just feel like it's harmless also. Like, she's a harmless character. She's funny, she's crazy. And you know what, she killed me when she was saying to Maria, you stood up 3 times and you still have not said anything. One thing about Angela, she will fetch you, and when she fetches you, she will make sure that she fetches you. So it was so funny when she stood up and she was like, oh no, asanda. Yo, I cracked. Like, that was hilarious. That was the funniest thing ever. Like, I was laughing so much, and I kept on repeating the scene. She was like, you know what, girl, you've been doing too much. You've been standing up, you've been telling us Maria Valaska Vizor. Let's go. Let's just sort this out. And nato mutupa. One thing about it. Nato mutupa amutrabe. Maria. Little enough for fakating. And she's just like, I'm matured, I'm this. And Angela was just like staring at her. Angela was clean. You're fighting on your own. You messy. Wa kuti wa raha. Raha momueng. Ukuru, you are a mess. And Angela was just like. The next person is Nonku. Nonku has a tendency of, I feel like, looking down on people. First it was Mabusi, and then it was Slee. You bring these people are introduced to the show through you, and you're the same person who can be a bit shady to them. You know, you have this condescending way, or rather words that you use, especially amongst people, you know, and it can be very, I don't know, it can hit a nerve. If you introduce me to the group and you're the same person that like comes at me I would never appreciate that. So I do understand where Slee is coming from, honestly, and Mabusi as well. I mean, you introduce people to the show, you guys are on good terms, and you couldn't even sustain the friendship, you know, with two people. And also, the situation with Ayanda Ngwane, it was extremely distasteful what she did. Her and her mother got reunion are taking Ayanda. It was so vile. Yeah, Nongo, yeah, she leaves a very bitter taste in my mouth. And also the fact that every season she introduces herself and says that she's better now, better, I'm born again, where. But you are so judgmental. We know Hore Nongo did not want Slee. Like I feel like she had this thing of okay, she'll come to the show, but you can't be like the OGs. You can't be like, you're not like us, like you're down there. And she wanted Slee to stay there. She already put Slee on a certain level. And once Slee surpassed that, she got angry at the fact that now you're giving main character energy and I'm the main character. You're supposed to be beneath me. Also, it's like, I cringe with so many things when it comes to her personal life. One, the RD situation and introducing RD so early on in the relationship, introducing to the kids. Slee was looking out for her, saying that she doesn't think it's a great idea for her to introduce RD to the kids, especially when the relationship is so new and they don't really know each other like that. And Nongo took offense to that, saying that Slee will only be there for her up until she's not, something like that. And Jojo was such an instigator when it came to that. I feel like Jojo wanted friendship, yes, Lily, Nongo to not solidify. She wanted to get in between that, and she successfully did that. I wish Nongo realized that Slee is such a good friend and a true friend to her. You know, Slee is obviously retaliating now, and I will touch on Slee. She's retaliating now because of the treatment that she got from Nongo, which I do understand. She also apologized to Slee at the reunion, which I feel like was genuine, and Slee herself also said that she does appreciate the fact that Nongo apologized. Now, I do think to a certain extent Slee shouldn't have gone to the lengths that she went to, because Nongo did apologize. But at the same time, I feel like she needed to do that for all the people that Nongo has been vile to. She needed to serve her medication because of the things that she's done to other people. And then also with her friendship with Soresha, it's very unfortunate that she lost a good friend there, because I genuinely do feel like Soresha does care for Nongo, like genuinely cares for her, and Nongo doesn't see that. But I honestly feel like she lost a good friend. Also, can we talk about her tantrums on the last episode? Like, you smashing things, like you're acting so irrational, and you're the same person who keeps coming season after season saying that you've changed and you are this person who's so in control of your emotions and stuff like that. But like, you keep giving us the same behavior over and over and over again. From season 1 to season 4, I don't see any growth that she's talking about, honestly speaking. The fact that you're taking glasses, smashing them, making noise, it contradicts what she always says. On a positive note, no, I like Nongo's fashion sense. I think she dresses so well, and she is a hardworking queen, considering that she's a single mother and she's worked so hard and she's successful. So it's really inspiring to see a black woman so successful, and she's made a name for herself. I like her, but I don't like her character. I think she can work on certain things and she'll be palatable to a lot of people. The best for last, the guluva of the show, kapadia of the show, Slee Ndilendlovu, kade sakulinda ntombi, so that you could do what needed to be done. Ayanda Ngwane, wherever she is, Mabusi, they're like, waze wayenza ntombi, waze wayishaya into yakho. Slee ure, you go low, I'll go underground, because I'm part of the underground gang. I will go lower. Slee, episode after episode, she was coming at Nongo. And episode of fellow And like I said, I feel like Slee because Nonku at the reunion asked for forgiveness. But I just feel like sometimes karma, it doesn't come immediately, but it comes in the form of Slee. Slee is Nonku's karma that we've been waiting for. And I'm sorry if I sound vile saying that, but I just feel like Nonku has done so many vile things to people from season 1 to season 4 that she needed to be taken from there. So I applaud Slee. We need to give credit where it's due. Slee ate and she left no crumbs. With the RD situation, she hit a nerve. No gonna pala go bua. Kila bana o tshwere ke ha de nare. Ha o la batla bua mare. Go re ka re gona ta pole bollo emeng. Hey. Slee amufa amofeleletsa. She hit a nerve. Got the RD situation. Wabana, I see everything. I see everything that Slee has done. But when it came to the RD situation, and I'm so curious to find out the truth. And I gotta say RD to the reunion because I want to hear the truth. Did RD scam Nonku or not? I want to hear that. One thing I also appreciate about Slee is her vulnerability. Slee showed us her Ubungoma journey, and she also showed us her relationship with her kids. I think she has a great relationship with her kids. And situation Elia Khali where apparently she left, or allegedly she left Banabakhe for a man. If she did do it, it's forgivable because we saw her mending and we saw her amending the relationship with her kids. They have this beautiful relationship. Like, it's such a friendship based relationship, and yeah, I really like that. And also just her being vulnerable about her dad. You can tell that there's so much trauma when it comes to that she longs for a relationship with her dad, which is so relatable for a lot of black girls. A lot of black girls have, or rather black children have, a situation whereby they don't have present fathers, you know. So it was really relatable, and I don't know, like, she's just so raw. I like the fact that Slee is so honest. Like when Nonku asked her, do you see a friendship with us? Where do you stand with us? And she said, I don't trust you. And basically saying that you've given me so many reasons not to trust you. She has made herself, I don't know, she's become so honest with the fact that Nonku umuhetile, and each and every opportunity that she gets, she makes Nonku aware. You know, she doesn't go behind Nonku, ask Nonku, and she tells her straight to her face, you've done this, and it has hurt me, you know, and I will do anything to ensure that you feel the pain that I feel, and you understand that you hurt people and you need to stop. You need to be stopped. And also this thing Slee financially overstretched. It's a sensitive topic. Like, to air out someone's laundry out there, she borrows clothes. It's sensitive. I would never want someone to say this, especially if you and I were friends and there's situations whereby you've helped me out and you tell everyone, this is national TV, you tell everyone about the extent of my suffering when you and I were friends. Yeah, crazy. I know she apologized, and she needed to get to that point. You hurt me and I need my revenge, so that give a shot. And I feel like after this whole situation she'll be fine. I think she will be at a point where she's like, I've done my part, I've said what I've said, let's move past it. One thing that I also love, I think I've mentioned it, is how Slee is so matured. Slee matured, I don't know, like in terms of, even she's so calm, and her ability to control her emotions shocks me all the time. I yearn to be like that, you know. The woman that I want to be is like her. She is like so level-headed, so in control of her emotions. Slee will never throw a tantrum, and I know she fought Nonku in the last episode. She got her to that point. and I don't condone physical violence and stuff, but khammetsa also. Khamobetsa. We melese amolata. Khammetsa. So that is my review of the most amazing franchise in South Africa, the Real Housewives of Durban. I'm so excited to see what is yet to come, and I am hoping that everyone comes back except for Maria. I feel like I don't, even her personal life, I don't know much about it. There was a time where Maria got attention. Go partying Zama, and she said she basically put herself on blast, saying that someone will figure being in a happy marriage, and people were just like, who's that? And she was like, me. Like, what other tension? And like everything says, people just don't care. Like Highland, the way Anna, she doesn't get the reaction that she wishes to get. It never lands. Like people are just like, okay. So yeah, I hope Maria doesn't come back. Yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you on the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me edit this because it needs to go up today. And I also got a notification that my lady also did a review, so I'm excited to watch that. I'm gonna watch that after uploading this one for you. I'll see you in the next one.